Hi, it is me, the Holistic Healer, here with you this morning to talk to you about what in the world is going on in the universe. So, like usual, I am driving, might not be looking at you a whole lot, but you can hear me. So, guys, the last week has been absolutely detrimental to all of us, to our well-being, to our health. We are purging. The earth is purging. Shadows are being shown, and those of you that have been following me and following my videos for a while know that I've been telling you that it's time for masks to come off, right? We've been talking about that since the eclipse last August, that masks are slowly falling off. Well, in the last week, those that refused to take their masks off were not given a choice anymore. Universe has chosen, universe has spoken, and so masks have fallen off. Those that are choosing darkness and choosing separation, the ego mentality, any of the things that do not serve the higher, greater good, the things that do not serve in love and light, those that are choosing to, shall we say, buck the divine path, are really truly showing face for what and who they truly are. And they're doing that to can't think of the word. They're doing that to the level that those of us that are choosing the higher path, that are choosing to walk our spiritual life's path and purpose, it is becoming increasingly uncomfortable for us to share a path with those that choose the other direction. I myself am going through this. I myself have had to really be very, very brutally honest with myself about who's in my life, who's going to stay in my life and who's not. I've been doing this for a year. My garden has been weeding. Universe has been choosing for me, and I would like to say that probably anybody watching this video has been going through the same thing. So as of today, the vision that I saw this morning was of a glass container, one of those glass Pyrex containers with the measuring numbers on it, you know, so you have a cup, 2 cups, 3 cups. I think they go to 3 cups or something. I'm sure you guys know which ones I'm talking about. So what I saw in my vision this morning was one of those containers, and showing that my personal energy was at 12% this morning. Now, I would imagine that you guys have been being sucked dry lately too, because this is all kind of spiraled in the last week or two. The energies are just, it's like universe is saying, we're out of time, guys. Enough fucking around. We need to start pulling love into the planet on a bigger, larger, grander scale than we ever have before. But before we can do that as light workers, we have to start pulling that into ourselves again. We have to start remembering who we are and why we're here and what the purpose in all of this is. What are the lessons in what you're going through? Because those cycles, those old ancient power struggle cycles of abuse and neglect and self-doubt, power over each other, the old outdated ways of the human ego living space cannot, and I mean cannot, any longer go on. So in order to save ourselves, to save our families, to save our children, in order to truly walk in the light of the divine and truly be the hero that we, each and every one of us, came here to be, we have to start at home. We have to start with ourselves. We absolutely have to finish letting these old icky energies leave. We need to recognize that that's what's happening. Our teams of guides and angels, God, whatever that is to you, are helping each one of us on an individual and a collective level to truly, truly acknowledge that which literally, truly does not serve love. And in not serving love, in not walking that connected, higher space of joy and prosperity and abundance and happiness. And, you know, we talk about all this all the time. We talk about it every day. People post about it every minute of every day on Facebook, on Twitter, on all social media. And that's wonderful, guys. That's wonderful. The thought of it is wonderful. But we have to put it into action. It's time to put it into action. We can no longer just talk about it and dream about it and think about it and think that by law of attraction we're going to pull it into our lives. We have to take action. So today is the day where you say, I'm done with my energy being drained. And these people that we have these close soul contracts with, that we contracted with in order to learn these really hard soul lessons that we came to Earth to learn, sometimes, depending on what the agreement was before we came here, we absolutely cannot completely disconnect from them. So what happens is we have to learn how to discern and use discernment. That's why we were given discernment. We have to learn to give discernment, to use discernment, to truly figure out and piece things together on what we will and what we won't allow in terms of our energy and our frequency, and what we will allow others to take from us and what we will allow ourselves to give to others. And darling, if you're not being treated and loved the way you deserve to be treated and loved, if you're taking less than what you deserve in any relationship with anybody, you are not honoring yourself. You will never be able to fill up your measuring cup, because the more you pull in love and light, the more you pull in these wonderful high vibrations, the more those people will feed off of that, and they're going to continue to drain you. So right now, you really have some decisions to make. We all have some big decisions to make. Because I myself, I've worked too hard over the years, and I've done my soul work, and I've healed and learned and grown and got to the place where I was completely walking my path by myself, and I was okay with that. And then I let somebody in that is a narcissist, and I, for 2 years now, have let that cycle happen again, even though I vowed I would never would. That's how easily it can happen, because we love so deeply. We want to think that that beautiful side of those people, because they do have a beautiful side, we want to think that it's possible that, you know, with how good we are, we can bring that out in them. And we do, and we're great at it. But at some point, they make a choice. They choose just like we do. And that's what I've been reminded the last few days by my friends and my family and my higher self and my guides and angels. I've been shown that, you know, at the end of the day, these people we have soul contracts with, they make the choice too. They make a choice to either walk a path of love and peace, or to walk the ego path where everything is seek and destroy. So starting today, we need to truly reevaluate everything in our lives. We need to start filling that cup back up, okay? We need to fill that up because we're needed. There's people that are not strong enough to recognize and are not where we're at, that feel so alone, and they're not alone in this. We're there for them. That's why we're here. We're here to help lead them. Because love is truly all there is, and Earth is moving back into a more loving space. It's moving into a more peaceful space. Unity and brotherhood of man. And we're going that way. And each one of us has to make that choice. Today, I'm choosing me. I'm choosing to love myself like I've never loved myself. And those of us that have chosen this harder path in life and chosen to take these hard soul lessons, we've never really been loved correctly in our lives. You know why? You know what I realized? Why haven't we been? Because we need to start with ourselves. We need to learn to love ourselves so deeply and so fulfilling that there is not a person in this world that can take that away. Today, I urge you, let those icky energies keep on purging. Acknowledge that. Let them go. You need to choose. Let that continue to flow out and fill yourself up. Be very kind to yourself. Loving kindness. I went yesterday. I got my hair colored. I got it cut. I spent the day with my girlfriends. I spent the day being loved by others. And for those of us that are healers and empaths, that's hard for us to do because we're the givers and the doers, aren't we? But we have to. You have to. It feels wonderful when you do. Fill yourself up. I love you. Have a wonderful day. I send you so much love. Hang on, kids. It's going to be bumpy for a little bit. It'll get better. I promise you. Love you.